Hello and welcome to today's video. On day 4th of the journey on SSF Paladin to tier 2s, we finally made a drastic change and decided to respec into Vengeance. Before that, I wanted to address, we wanted to find a Paladin torch. Sadly, we couldn't do that. We have farmed 3 full torches on day 4, and they were a Sorceress torch, a Barbarian torch, and a Necro torch. Didn't hit any Paladin torches. Since I have farmed a little bit more keys, and I'll respec back into Holy Bolt to get more keys and maybe do 2 more torches. But I did want to kind of farm a little bit of maps, maybe find a little bit more, progression gear. And we've actually farmed 3 full levels all the way to level 92 from 89 on day number 4. So it was a very productive day, and I wanted to show my current setup. I'll even do a little map for you guys to see. Our current setup for Vengeance uses the Azarath that we found on day 3, Shaco for the plus skills and PDR, a Shaft Stop that we found as well on day number 3, Dragon Scale found day number 3, same amulet just for the resistances and the plus skills, the combat skills. 20 IS gloves helps us get that 8 frame breakpoint. We found this Dungos on day number 4, amazing Dungos with faster run walk, 15 PDR. Helps us stay safe, overcap a little bit of PDR in case we get amped. Inferno Strides, just nice for the Vengeance damage. And 2 rings, one with Leech to help us top off our mana and life, and one with a lot of stats and half freeze to give us CBF and the stats we need to wear our gear. So that's our current setup. We also found one more combat skill for Paladin, and a few nice nice charms that we kind of changed in between. The main big find for the day though was none of those finds. It was actually a Leviathan that we have slammed for +1 all skills. I am planning to box this, and I kind of waited for the video to do it. So I found an Imperial Palace map that dropped us this puzzle box. And I'm really hoping it gets 2 sockets. The reason that we're puzzling this and not anything else is because I'm looking to use this one myself if it gets 2 sockets. Even if it doesn't get 2 sockets, honestly, I really want to use it. I think it's very, very strong for mapping for us, so we'll keep us safe. And I'm in a big favor of staying safe. So this is the armor we want to use. We're gonna box it now. I kept it on the Merc for a little while, so it keeps it warm for me. And we're gonna box in 3, 2, 1, and the result is 1 socket. How sad. So even with just 1 socket, of course, it's still a very nice armor, and we are still going to use it over the Shaft Stop. The reason we're using it over the Shaft Stop is mostly because of its very high defense, and because of the fact that it gives +1 to all skill, which will be very nice for us when moving into Sacrifice in the future. So that's kind of changes that we have in mind. Other huge finds that we had on day number 4, and yes, this is not the end, was a free socket Templars, a Nightwing that we've dropped in the same map as this Templars. It's slammed Mana Leech, so not as impressive. We also found ourselves a V-Gaze, which could be used for tier 2 Clone and Lucian, which is very nice. And not even enough, we also find a Veil of Steel and the Saracens if we wanted to do any physical setups. So a lot of crazy finds. We really did map a lot. Our kill count went from somewhere in the low tens of thousands. Sorry, I wanted to do kills all the way to 130k. So we were at about 30, I think, 30, 35. And we just slayed all day and leveled up really, really fast. So it was a very grindy day. It was very fun. But of course, we've neglected our job to get torches, so we're going to go back to that. But first, I just wanted to do a map. We still don't have our CTA on the swap, but I found a nice stuff, so now we have infinite teleports. But I'm still waiting for the Ohm Rune to kind of drop for us. I've dropped the Vex Rune earlier today, and I'm really hoping to find either another Vex or an Ohm Rune, just so I can make that CTA already. It will be a really nice buff for us. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I wanted to share kind of a map. just so you guys can see how mapping with Vengeance feels like on this very, you know, do-it-yourself kind of setup. You know, just scrapping together items that you find along the way. And you can see already it's like a lot faster than going around with Holy Bolt. The ability to joust around and just like destroy packs really fast is it's been really nice. And something that I've been doing on day number 4, because we were mapping so much, I actually took it to tier 2 and tier 3 maps as well. We even done our first Uber Ancients with Vengeance, and it went pretty okay. So something I was doing is I was saving a ton of +1. Sorry, I meant to say I saved a lot of high-level charms from +1 area maps that I've been running. And I actually have like half a page at least of charms, and we're gonna reroll a bunch of them very soon after this map. So today is a very packed day in terms of SSF content for me, or for you guys too. As you can see, for day 4, self-found gear. We're moving very fast. This is hardcore. We feel no fear here. We have no problems staying alive, staying topped off. We're just jousting. We get an event too, that's pretty nice. And I would really like to craft myself a blood amulet to get a little bit of life after each kill. I've been saving my rubies and M's for that. We have been crafting that for a little while now, but still no big hits for us. Wow, imagine if we had a Vex or an Ohm on this video. That would be a sign, you know? Or it would just be nice too. Of course, this is not like the fastest Vengeance can go. I think if we had a little bit better, you know, charms, if our weapon was slammed, if we have facets, this would obviously be a lot faster. But even my SSF has a lot of limits, you know? It just goes to show the potential of Vengeance, of being like an early farmer. Hi, another goblin. We're on top of the boss. That's one thing that's been a little bit slow for me. Just killing the bosses felt like it does take a little bit more time than I wanted to. I have been skipping a lot of bosses because of it. Maybe I'm a little impatient sometimes. Ooh, a Lemrune. We love them Lemrunes. Wow, we found FHR Lightning Charm. That's very nice. It's another level 90 charm. So, this is the page where I've been saving a ton of charms that have 90 life. We saved those too. Where I've been saving all these like high level charms. Since we ran like an Imperial Palace, we're in +1 cows that had a event in it. We had a lot of +1 charms we've been saving up, so I don't know that I will reroll all of them. Like, it's very likely that I won't reroll all of them. It's just nice to have something to use your gems on, since I can't craft everything. I don't have that many jewel fragments to craft everything, or that many runes either, but I do have a lot of gems. Let's refresh our shield. And so far we've been about 5 minutes in this map. You can see that like 5 minutes on like an SSF character early on with scramble gear, with a lot of overcap res and PDR to be extra safe. You know, for people worried in HC, this is not safe. This is extremely safe. We have max block, right? We're extremely safe on this setup. So you have all these perks of the build, and still you're clearing relatively fast. We've been doing about 8 to 10 minutes per map for the maps that we've been running, outside of like tier 3 maps that take like about 15 minutes to clear. I think that's like pretty solid early on. And that's including picking up a ton of stuff. You can see I'm picking up like all the charms, jewels, gems, flawless gems, runes of course, even rejuves that I normally don't pick up rejuves. Like here I have to pick up some, of course. It's our third goblin. Maybe he could be the rune dropper. No, not today, I guess. It's okay. We'll find our Ohm rune or second Vex rune with time. You can kind of see, but we haven't used a single potion running this map, so again, the build very self-sustaining. If I had a little bit of life after each kill, it would be even more self-sustaining. Right now I have none. I only have like the little bit of life leech that I got going. It's very flexible. You can run with a lot of different charms. You can use combat skillers. You can use fly elemental damage charms, just like res charms, you know. Life charms. A lot of things help this build, so really flexible, very good for SSF, very good for the beginning of a season, very capable in clearing maps early on. We've done this in, it looks like about 8 minutes, 8 to 9 minutes, so that's very nice. It's not interesting, too low. Alright, let me move all the things in. Let's do a little bit of a re-rolling session. I'd usually do those on stream, but just today, you know, let's do it over here. And the ones that we're re-rolling today, so let's start with the large charms. The reason I'm starting with the large charms is because they're the ones I need the most. I'd like to get more magic large charms. We have right now 14 total. I'd like to have closer to 18 magic large charms, and more of them to be level like for 3%. So I'll show what I mean if we hit any of them. And right now I'm using like these 3 gem types a lot for rerolls. I could use more of the others as well. These are the ones that I use the most for rerolls. Brilliant and Blood Amulets are very useful in SSF, so I'm going to be saving most of those for crafting. And we have Perfect Emeralds, which I've been crafting shields with. Just trying to hit maybe something that would be very, very nice. You know, I hit like this kind of Paladin shield, 2 skills, 6 PDR, some half freeze duration. So it can definitely be very nice. But let's start the re-rolling session. This is a fire skill, but it's 2%. We're looking for 3% large arms. This, for example, a lightning one, and I've been saving them in groups like that, hoping to hit magic ones, exactly like this one. So that's kind of like the work of SSF. You use a lot of gems to re-roll. This is not necessarily good to do in trade. In trade, they can be super cheap. This one is life on top, so we can remove like a 2%er maybe that I got here. Maybe a plain 2%er. There we go. Is this level 90? Yes, so we can re-roll this one. 7 otherwise is nice, but not that good. Poison damage is not useful to us. Cold, I'm less interested in if it's 2%. We have another 3% fire. Again, any 3% will replace a 2%er. This one is level 85, so you can get rid of it. This is a very nice Venge charm that we can definitely keep. That's kind of like the cool thing about SSF and Paladin especially. The charms are super flexible. So this is like a very nice Vengeance charm. So we will keep it for Vengeance, and we'll move on to the next charm. Very nice Poison FHR charm. Online in trade you would sell this, but here we have no use for Poison charms. So we will just keep re-rolling them. And if this was a small charm, I'd be interested, but it is not, sadly. I'll put it here with the physical charms that we found. So sadly, these were the hits for now. I'll do more rerolls later on stream. I didn't want to do them all right now. I just wanted to kind of show how I find like a lot of these charms and how do I accumulate these kind of charms very fast. Or it seems to some people like we get them very fast. So that's kind of like the work. That's how you do it. I'm going to respec back into Holy Bolt in order to farm more torches. I'm going to try and do 3 more torches on day number 5. I farmed a few and I got a key event also that gave me a few keys. So we're going to push for more torches till we hit our Paladin torch. Hopefully it will be soon. And on the way, hopefully we get a CTA by day 5 as well. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you for joining my journey. So many people have been super fun on the live stream with all sorts of fun music recently. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing this journey. Hopefully we can keep it up and keep fortifying our character until we can finally do tier 2s and complete the challenge. So with that said, I'll see you on the next stream or on the next video. Have a good whatever you're having, and bye.